Hey guys, it's M4J here, and welcome to another brand new Football Manager 2018 series. This is not the Hatfield career, that's still sometime in the future. Again, I can't tell you exactly when, but I know it is going to be hopefully in the next 4 to 6 weeks for the database to be released, and maybe a few days after that before the actual streaming starts of Hatfield Town. I've been watching a few Football Manager videos to sort of pick up some tips from my Steamish career, and I suddenly felt this really sort of fiery desire to want to do a Journeyman career myself. People have asked me in the past to do Journeyman careers, Journeyman, I don't know. They've asked me to do that kind of thing. They've also been asking me to do things like the Pentagon challenge and loads of different challenges. I'm going to kind of try and combine some of those together. That's the plan. So the idea is to not so much go actively looking to do a Pentagon challenge, also not actively looking to go do a Journeyman career. Just sort of floating around the world, picking up jobs where people want to hire me. I've no idea why my avatar's dancing there. That's a bit embarrassing. Dances like I do though, so that's quite accurate. But yeah, I want to explore the world on Football Manager and see what there actually is. So we're going to start a new career. We're going to start as Unemployed. I'm going to do an advanced setup because I want to select loads of random leagues around the world. I've been watching Loki Doki to get the inspiration for this series, so I'm aware of the fact that I don't want to do proper role playing because that is a little bit unrealistic, shall we say, for my sort of standpoint. I like his videos. I think they're fun videos. They're fun to watch. They're fun to get invested in. But for me, it's not the kind of thing that I would want to see myself doing. Which is a compliment to him, really, I would say. But yeah, we're going to look at making some of these, some of these countries playable. So the MLS will make playable. We might make the Welsh League playable as well because it's quite low down. Same with the Irish leagues. And then we want to add some more countries from different places around the world. So India is where I'm currently up to with Loki. I don't want to go to India for that reason. South Africa I'll put on the list. I kind of want to avoid South America as well, although Chile and Colombia perhaps, and maybe Mexico. Although Mexico, again, you get big money, so I don't really want to step on their toes oh no, sorry, let me try that again. I don't want to go to clubs where there's big money straight away. That's the idea. And starting Unemployed with minimal experience is the realism stakes that I'm going for. I'm not going to do the role playing like Loki does where he buys a house and a car and things like that, because that's his thing and I'm going to let him do his thing. I want to do my own thing. So hopefully you guys are on board with that idea. Peru, I think I'm going to add as well. Now I've got to find all these. Chilean, 1st Division B, 2nd Division Colombia, Peruvian, 1st Division, South African National, and yeah, I'm quite happy with that. Starting Unemployed, yep, no team picked. Reasonable game speed. And we're going to start at the beginning of the English season. Do not add key staff. We don't want to add players to playable teams or anything like that. Cool, let's do this. So now we've got to wait 5 hours for the game to load. At this point I'll say I've already recorded the first 5 episodes of the Steamish career at this point, so I've got tactics and stuff that I'll be bringing into this save that you might not yet see in the other save. And of course, if you're watching this sometime in the future, then the Hatfield save should be out by now as well. The plan is with this particular series is to upload it on Saturdays. Saturdays? No, Sundays. So the FIFA streams I've got at the moment are going up Saturdays and Sundays. Eventually they'll just be going up on Saturdays because I'll be streaming them on Fridays. I'll then be streaming Football Manager on Saturdays to upload on Sundays. So this is currently going to fill that gap on Sundays, so that I have a football related video going up then. Once the Hatfield database is out, I keep calling it the Hatfield database, it's not. Once Dan's database is out, the England level 22 database, Sunday slots will be replaced with the Hatfield Town series. This series will then move to probably a Tuesday or a Thursday, depending on what my uni schedule's like. And the Steamage save will probably move onto the other of the Tuesday or the Thursday, because then it leaves me Wednesdays free to live life, do uni work, whatever it might be. So what am I trying to get out of this series? Apart from what I said before, maybe do a Pentagon challenge. Try and visit as many countries around the world as possible. What I really want to experience is proper lower league management, really working on a budget. And I always do this thing with Hatfield where I start at the bottom and I work my way up to the Premier League and I become a well-known manager around the world. I get offered national jobs, I get offered other Premier League and Champions League type jobs. I kind of want to be in a position for a change where someone higher than me will offer me a job and I actually want to say yes. Because at the moment with Hatfield and even with the Steamage career, I'm always going to say no until the job is done there. So with Hatfield, that's pretty much never, because the job will always be doing. Steamage might be different. If I can get Steamage to a certain level and then a job offer comes in, I might be tempted to take it. I'm not saying for definite that I would be tempted. If I do this, yeah, National A Leagues, A license Sunday League footballer. Was there an undo? Hang on, let's go back again. I like this, but I think it's too. Like if I have a National C license and if I was a Sunday League footballer, that's more realistic to what I want to start with. Style focus. I think youth development is a pretty good one. But yeah, that's what I was saying. This time around, I'm actually tempted to say yes when job offers come in. That's what's going to make this series different to the other series that I'm currently doing. Hopefully it'll make it enjoyable to watch as well. Right, so my youngster knowledge is quite high. Apparently adaptability is quite important if you're wanting to work in countries abroad. That's not what I wanted to do. Keep that as it was. Let's turn these down and let's turn this one up. Alright, let's play. Save the game first of all. Journeyman. As you can see, the Steamage and the test saves, they're all there. They're all there. And then we'll get cracking. Now, I probably should have switched England to view only. I'm not going to apply for any England jobs from the get-go. You can see there Sunderland, Everton, things like that. I'm not that interested. Unless I go right the way down the bottom, and even then it's not that interesting to me. The one I am interested in is Llandudno. I'm probably pronouncing that completely wrong, because that's Welsh football. And if I look at some of their players, yeah, they've all got low values. I like that. You've probably never heard someone get excited about that kind of thing before, but it means there's a lot to work with. Although I say that, I mean, this guy, was it this guy here? He's got 17, somewhere between 11 and 17 finishing, which is pretty high. He's also 19, so he's got plenty of potential. They might be one worth keeping an eye on. You've also got New England, Colorado. I'm saving the MLS. I think the MLS is going to be a big job in the future, so I am going to save that. So I think for a start I will apply for Llandudno. I think that's how you pronounce it. I think. Alright, social feed, that's all fine, and I won't declare the interest, I'll just apply. That should be satisfactory. And they've offered me an interview straight away. Maybe this is too easy. Maybe I've started too easy. I just want manager jobs showing up on here. Yeah, no. I mean, what are the teams in South Africa like? Yeah, there's a lot. Well, the values are a lot higher, but that doesn't necessarily mean the quality of players are a lot better. I know South Africa has produced a lot of good footballers in the past. We'll go for the interview. We'll go for the interview, we'll see. I'll start with that one. Any philosophies? I'd like to be able to sign a larger number of youngsters who will play a role in the first team squad. That is my thing. I've no further philosophies. I'd be able to meet the proposed expectation. Always go with the lower one, I find, because then if you overachieve, in other words, if you finish where you actually think you're going to finish, the board are always more likely to reward you somehow, whether it's a new contract or whether it's an increased transfer budget, wage budget, whatever it might be. Transfer budget of 30k, I'd say that's realistic. The wage budget of 1.5k. Alright, the actual wage bill, I think I need a slightly larger one. I've no requests, and okay. So let's continue the game. I think it will almost be a little too unrealistic if I just got a job in Wales straight away. That's not really travelling the world, is it? Not in the way I'd like to, anyway. I think I'm also going to set a rule for myself. I'm going to set several rules for myself. I'm going to try and use the Moneyball principle again, like I'm doing in my Stevenage career, although that's not gone too well so far. So I will set the rule here. Things like if a transfer bid comes in and it's, let's say, 1.5 times the value of the player, then I will seriously consider it. If it's 2 times the value of the player or whatnot, then definitely sign or sell, and then sign someone else to make up for the loss. Yeah, the other thing I was going to say was if a job offer comes in partway through a season, like if I got this job in Wales now and then halfway through this season I got a job offer from somewhere else, depending on where it is, I don't want to climb the ladder too quickly. I doubt I'll do that at this stage, but you never know. And there's no guarantee at all that I would actually get this job in Wales, even. Did I just read there that Durban have got a vacancy? Ah, maybe they're not playable. Yeah, I don't think they're playable. They've got some players I could sign, though. Interesting. Got a couple of youngsters, or youngish players. I keep distracting myself. I do that a lot. If you're new to the channel, you'll have to learn to accept that, I'm afraid. I start talking about one thing and then halfway through I'm like, oh look, a squirrel, and then that's it. I'm completely distracted. Right, anything here interesting? At least all these jobs that were available are now going. Which means there's a good chance some more jobs might become available. But we'll see. We'll see. They have approached me. Okay. They have approached me. £140 a week. A wage budget of £1,900 a week. A clause which reduces the amount of compensation the club is entitled to should the man... No, I don't think they need that. I don't think they need that. The only thing I would like is... maybe they can't offer it to me. I'm very tempted to accept this. I'm going to delay it for 1 week. Just to see what other options there are. If something comes up in a smaller country, well, not smaller country, I don't want to offend people by calling them small countries or non-footballing countries or anything like that. Let's say something comes up in Chile that's of a team that's a much lower rank than Llandudno. I would consider going there instead and rejecting the job in Wales. Please, 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 someone in the comments who speaks Welsh or is Welsh or knows someone who is Welsh, can you confirm that I'm pronouncing that team name right? Because if I do end up working there, I would quite like to be able to pronounce the name properly. That would be beneficial to everybody, I would say. Okay, FC Dallas have got a vacancy now, but that's still not really Well, their current position is 11th. I mean, who have they got? Thing is here already. Like, I don't want to be working with players straight away that are worth 1.9 million. That's too easy. That's way too easy. That's kind of my work up to. Maybe get a job in the MLS and then from there move to England, Championship, League One, Premier League, whatever it might be. That's the goal. That's kind of how I want this journey to go. I'm not planning it out completely, but if I was to choose a path, that would definitely be the way. Right, anyway, I'd like to try and get a job by the end of this episode. And I don't want these episodes to be too long. Bognor Regis have offered me an interview. Thing is with Bognor Regis, they're in the Vanarama South. If they were lower, like if I had the extended database, I'd go lower and do that, but I'm going to decline. They're too highly ranked for me. I need to go lower. Need to go lower. I never thought I'd hear myself say that on a Football Manager save ever again, but yeah, I need to go lower. I need to find a lower ranked team. Start from the very, very bottom of the rung and work your way all the way up to the top. And the game speed is incredibly slow because of the number of leagues that we've got loaded up. We haven't even got all the leagues loaded up. To be honest, now that the game has actually started, I'm going to add some more leagues, I think. Add league. I do kind of want to go to like Indonesia, League 1, Indonesia League 2, Asia, China. No, too easy. Hong Kong though, we could do Hong Kong. Malaysia Super League, Malaysia Premier League. Singapore, the S League. South Korea, the K-League Classic and the K-League Challenge. I said I'm going to avoid India because that's already been done. Can't do South Africa because I think we've already got South Africa. I mean, what places in Europe? Belgium maybe? If I go like right the way down to the bottom of Belgium. I have done that before. I did an experiment where I went to Belgium and just released... I went to a 3rd division team in Belgium and then just released every player that was on the books and started completely from scratch. And that turned out to be a fairly decent career. I quite enjoyed it. I'll make Uruguay. We'll put Uruguay in as well. Now, I don't think these take place until season update day. And the game speed, oh dear, that's tanked. Alright, we'll confirm that for now. Oh, has it been a week? Okay, I think we're going to have to take the Llandudno job. Do it. Let's do it. Let's see how bad it is. Or how good it is. We just don't know yet, do we? Oh, the fans don't like me. Or one of them. Jay Barrow. He doesn't like me. But it's okay, Jay, because I don't like you much either. Right, welcome to Llandudno. Sign players... young players for the first team. I'm probably going to regret saying that, aren't I? I'd like to learn more about the club because I don't know much about them. I'll meet my staff in my own time. Social feed, okay. So, let's see. They've won the... why did I choose a job in Wales? Gymru Alliance. They won that. They've also won the Alliance League Cup. They are semi-professional, so that's good. I've managed to pick a semi-professional team. They've got minimal junior coaching, basic youth recruitment. Okie dokie. Introductory advice. Recommending making Dave Roberts the captain. They're also making him the vice captain. I'm going to go with vice captain for now. And then see if he's worth upgrading to captain. Now I've got this set up on my other save. I think it's 80 every 2 weeks during the transfer window, or 10 entries outside the transfer window every month, or 20 entries. That sounds good to me. We'll have a meet of the staff. All. So we have a goalkeeping coach who's not very good at goal. Oh no, he's alright at goalkeeping. And then we got a coach who's actually very good, and I'd quite like to make assistant manager, but I don't think that's going to be possible. I do have a import view. I'm sure I had a staff search one. Maybe not. I want to do a new search for an assistant manager. Okay, I want to look at their coaching attributes. Oi. Best one across the board, I think, is this guy, Darren Collins. Do you know what? I'm just going to promote Gibson. Oh, okay. You can't promote Gibson. That's annoying. He's such a good coach for this level. He's such a good coach. In that case, I'm probably going to have to go with the first choice, which was Collins. Bring him in as an assistant manager. On 25 quid a week. Wow. Wow. We have gone down. I love this. I'll wait for the assistant manager to come in before I start looking at director of footballs and things like that, because I want to make sure that I can filter out unrealistic. I assume that's still the assistant manager that does that. I'll have a look actually. Staff search. Director of football. In fact, do I need a director of football? I don't think I do for this. Not for this level. I could do with a chief scout though. Do I have a chief scout? Head of youth development, that might be important. Assistant manager we're currently working on. I could do with a physio. Chief scout. No, I haven't got a chief scout. So this is important. Let's try and get this right, shall we? That's medical. Mental. Who have we got that's... Have we got someone that's 8 across the board? I don't think we have. You're close though. Roland's. So we're going to bring you in as a chief scout. Hopefully you'll accept £60 a week. Come on, don't be tight. There we go. I think that's the total opposite of tight. He just wants more money. Medical. Now we need to get a head physio. And physio. You look like the best one. What's this stat? Presenting data. I don't need to worry about that. Sports science. Don't need to worry about that. Level of discipline. Don't really need to worry about that. What's that? Sogular. Wow. Part-time physio. Let's bring you in as head physio. £8 a week. £8 a week. I know it's part-time, but £8 a week. My God. That's crazy. Okay, what else did I need? Assistant manager is on the way. Reserves manager, maybe not. An under-19s manager is quite important. Yeah, we'll get an under-19s manager. Coaching. Okie dokie. I need someone who's good with youth, but is also good across the board. Also someone who's preferably unemployed. This guy maybe? Alex O'Sullivan, best of a bad bunch I'd say. But it doesn't look like we can afford him. Come on, 75 a week is more than enough for you. I know we're earning double that, but shush. No one needs to know that. Alright, and there's no point searching for players at the moment, because we don't have a scout to help us. You can probably be promoted as well as you. We'll promote them both to the senior squad. Look at the reserves. Got some players here that we can promote. Okay, and then we're going to go squad, and we're going to go import view, squad view. And then we're going to auto size all columns. I think that's what I have on the other career. I feel like there's some stuff missing from here though, but I'm not sure what. Oh, I suppose, yeah, I can think of one thing that's missing. Let's see, coaching. That. We want that right up by the name. There we go. Let's have a look at who's the worst. A couple of the youth players are the worst. A couple of these guys. Basically looking to see if there's anyone I can just get rid of. Wages is probably something important to have as well. Wage. So we'll have that by there. There, right. Who's our big earners then? Wow. The young striker, who actually I was quite pleased about having, he's on £250 a week. That's insane. We've got a couple of players on non-contract, so we might struggle to hold on to them. But besides that, I'm actually quite happy with this squad. Although that being said, we got loads of strikers. We have got lots of strikers. So these three can be chucked straight on the development list. See if anyone will come in and loan them. You are wanted. You're not on any wages, so we don't gain anything by selling you. Well, we can't sell you because we don't own you. Jones and Ilasanmi, or is it Hlasanmi? I don't know whether is that an I? Yeah, Ilasanmi. Okay. I do like his stats. It turns out he's got 13 finishing, which is pretty good. I reckon he could be our Dinsmore, because I don't think. No, don't have Dinsmore. We do, however, have Danny Clifton, who we could bring in, offer him on a trial for 4 weeks, and the new one, who I really like, is Robbie Parsons, who I would quite like to bring in on trial. I had him on my off-camera Hatfield save, and he is an unbelievably good striker at English level 10 level. He's a really, really good player. Anyway, we're coming up to half an hour, so I am going to wrap up this video. Off camera, because you've seen me already do this once with Stevenage, I'm not going to do it again. I'm going to make sure that we get the backroom staff on board, and then I'm going to see if we can bring in some players on trial, maybe bring in a couple of players permanently. Apart from that, yeah, that's about it for this episode. I think this could be the start of something new and enjoyable, and I very much hope that is what ends up happening. Hopefully you guys are looking forward to this too. But until then, guys, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and of course if you're enjoying the series, although it's brand new, so you probably can't really enjoy it after one episode, but you get the point. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button. If you have already subscribed to the channel, thank you guys for your continued support. I forgot to mention, don't forget to leave some comments down below with ideas for tactics and things like that. And if there's any lower league players that you would like to recommend, feel free to do so. But besides that, guys, I'm tripping over my words now. Besides that, thank you very much for watching, and until next time, I will see you soon.